Salute, salute. How we doing? You just hit submit on what? Mastermind 504, how you doing? Streaming live right now from YouTube and Instagram at the same time. If you got a credit question, please ask your credit question. What's going on, G5? G5 Jeff, only the mastermind. Yo, what it do? Hopefully y'all having a fantastic day. I just left the gym and I gotta get my carbs and protein and stuff in. So if y'all find this to be rude, I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm unconventional anyway, but I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna tell you just like it is. And if you like the realness, no extra preparation is done, you know. But definitely ask your question. Hey, Naya, my love. What's going on? Haven't seen you in a long time. Tell the hubby I said what's up. Your daughter, your brother. Tell them I said, hey, how you doing? And talking to you on the long. It's been a long time. But get to these questions here in a minute. Like I said, just left the gym, and you know you only got a certain amount of time after you leave the gym to where you have to, you know, get the food in. So as far as food goes, I got some salmon I made myself. Of course, some nice salmon, Cajun seasoning, brown sugar, a little bit of garlic, just salt, white pepper, basic, you know what I'm saying? Fresh pasta. The Alfredo sauce is actually made with coconut milk. You know what I'm saying? If you're on your health tip. Absolutely. Definitely sending the family to love. My wife texts me right now talking about she wants some of Jay's nachos tonight. So that means Jay got to make nachos tonight. So I'm being put to work. Got to make my famous shrimp nachos and stuff like that for the lady. All right. All right. So if you got a credit question, please ask your questions. I will definitely get to your questions as soon as I can. Excuse me. Now, a lot of y'all may not know, I do wear a lot of frames. I like frames. I don't like glasses. My eyes are fine. I just like having the frames without the glass. So y'all figured out about me soon enough. Those y'all on Instagram, this is my second time doing a live on Instagram. I normally do all my lives on YouTube, but I wanted to include both parts at the same time. Just my way of being able to do, you know, two things at one time. All right. So getting to this credit stuff. That's what y'all came here for. All right. I do want to answer any personal questions you have to make it personal to your situation. But today's topic is, I'm going to tell you why your score is not going up. What's going on? How you doing? Super Juice, the other J. Okay. Why your credit score is not going up. A lot of y'all have been saying, you know, you've done certain things to your credit and your score is not going up the way it should be going up. You know, you did this, you did that, your score moved 5 points, it moved 2 points, or it really didn't move at all. It's kind of a stagnant score. And you're trying to get yourself up to boost your score up by a tremendous level. When I say tremendous, I'm thinking like over 20 or 30 points. That is a big jump. Anybody can move 5, 2, 10 points, but getting like a 20, 30 point jump in your score is something that a lot of people haven't been getting lately. They might be stuck at like 550s or 620s or even 700, and you don't know how to get your score a little bit higher. So I'm gonna tell you a couple of things that can help your score, help you boost your score. And of course, one of those things is going to be removing addresses and all that off your credit report. That can boost your score a little bit. You do that in combination with lowering your utilization on your cards. That is a big, big thing. You can have a 770 score right now, and then next month run your credit cards up. your score can go down to 550. No late payments, no collections, no repossessions, no judgments, just because your utilization goes up. So you can go up, you can go from having a 10% utilization and then boost that up to a 90% utilization, and your score can drop 100 to 150 points, just like that. I've seen it drop almost 200 points, literally, just because your utilization is high. So one thing you got to get under control is that utilization. Start paying those things down. Now, if you have a Discover card, that's one of your credit cards, they're going to report every single week. So you can pay that down, and next week and get that jump in your score. Your credit card might be reporting right now. It is the 15th. You might have a credit card that reports on the 19th. You might have already made your minimum payment. If you have additional money, make another payment. Now, even if you don't have additional money, use the money you're going to pay towards the bill to pay on that credit card. So what you do is, let's say your credit card is due on the 12th. It reports on the 18th. You have another bill that's due on the 20th. What you do is take the money you're going to pay on that 20th bill, pay on that card, let that card report a lower balance to give you better utilization, then take that card and make that payment towards that other thing you need to have as far as the other bill. That way, you've shown that your utilization has gone down on your credit reports. You probably got some points or cash back from using that credit card to pay that other bill. So you got something back from that, as well as you got that bill paid, as well as you got your score to go up. Like, it's a whole combination of things. And then, of course, when you get more money, of course, you can, pay the cards down as much as possible. But keep in mind that your credit card payment date is not your reporting date. A lot of people, get that mixed up. And so I want to make sure that everybody understands that. If you're just joining us right now, we're on YouTube Live and Instagram Live. Okay, so anybody have a question about credit, you definitely can ask your question. I'm just going through some information I want to go over as far as my topic so far today. And then I'll go through and get your questions answered. Okay, so, using that as somewhat of a tool. Now, you can also do a rapid rescore. You can do a rapid rescore. What's going on, Dislike? How you doing, man? You can do a rapid rescore to where I can have the credit bureaus boost your score up if you just have some type of statement saying you did make a payment, but your card might have already just reported. Your card could have reported on the 10th, and it won't report again until April the 10th. And so you want to go ahead and get that rapid rescore done now. That way it can reflect in your score. You can go get another credit card, buy a car, finance a house, things like that. So you can go through me to get a rapid rescore in order to, do those things. Now, what is the point of a rapid rescore? Let's say you might have, your car might have broken down and you might need to get a car today and your score is kind of low, but you, like I say, you just paid off something. And so you want that to reflect on your score. That way you can get a better interest rate or even just get approved or get approved with no down payment, something like that. So it's very important that, you understand that there's other ways to use rapid rescore, not just for homes. Now, if you Google search, anybody can Google search what a rapid rescore is. What is rapid rescoring? Is what people do who are trying to buy. If you're trying to buy a mortgage, a lot of companies will do a rapid rescore like right now. That way, when you're closing on a house, your score is higher because you just pay some things off. All right. And I can do that. But it does have other purposes, not just buying a house. You can use it for other things. You can use it for other financing tools, not just buying a house. You can use it to get credit cards because you might have a credit card that you might have maxed out, but it hasn't reported yet. And then you have this other card that is not maxed out that you just paid down. And so if I do a rapid rescore for you, the one that you just paid down will report. Now, let's say that other card that you have that you just maxed out reports on, let's say, March the 28th. That's when that reports. So you have to get whatever credit card you need before that reports because it can hurt your score. So now you do a rapid rescore. We apply for you that car. You get your car. You get a big limit credit card because your utilization is now lower. And then when that car reports, it won't matter because you've already got your car, you've already got your credit card, and you're done. So let me see, what is the cost for the rapid rescore, and what is the cost for the address removal? Address removal is free. Do that yourself. You don't have to call me for that. That'll just be wasting your money. I'm not trying to take your money for that. That's something I have a video on that on YouTube, and you can watch that video and go apply that. You can call the credit bureaus yourself, let them know who you are, and get those things removed off your credit report that way. And you can also write a letter in, make a copy of your of like a bill in your name and stuff like that, and just tell them like, hey, I want to remove my addresses. Now, Experian will give you fight on that. Equifax and TransUnion will take it off with no problem. Experian will give you some type of BS answer. You have to be consistent with Experian to get those off. Now, the rapid rescoring, I can do rapid rescoring for you. Right now, I'm doing $60 per bureau. Okay, $60 per bureau. You might only need one bureau rescored. Some people do. You can get all 3 credit bureaus rescored, $60 a piece. Okay, so hopefully everybody understands that. Get another bite. Don't judge me. All right. Salmon is good, man. I swear I can cook, man. I'm telling you. My wife got lucky. I told her that. You got lucky. Yeah, guy that can cook too. Like to cook. Man, blessed. Hashtag. So, yeah. Another thing you can do to boost your score is you might have a credit card that you're not using. And that credit card you might have just got 6 months ago. Now, your oldest credit card, never close it, by the way. Don't ever close it, because if you close, I don't care if it's a $200 limit, you're like, man, this little BS card, man, I don't want to keep this. Nah, keep that card open, because if you don't, it's going to kill your score. All right? So your oldest credit cards, keep them open. You might have just got a card like 3 months ago with a $500 limit, and you really don't need it. You just got it because, you know, they gave it to you. Okay? If you close that credit card, it'll lower your utilization, yes, but it'll also increase your average age of credit history. That's where your credit power comes in. If you want power, like scores don't mean power. People get so caught up in these scores and all that. If I post a score on Instagram or anywhere here, I'm showing you like a 700, 780, something like that. I'm showing you that not to tickle your fancy or like to get you to call me, nothing like that. I'm showing people what they want to see. People want to see, it's just real talk, people want to see high scores. They don't want to see, you know, people like, oh, I help people with their credit and they're getting 400 scores. They don't want to see that. I'm showing people what they want to see. But when they talk to me, I want them to understand your score don't mean nothing. If you understand that, then you'll have success with your credit. If you think I'm crazy, then we're gonna have to fight a little bit. Let's fight just a little bit, okay? Let me tell you why your score don't mean nothing. Okay, hold on. Let me get this question. If we do not use those cards over time, will they close them? They will close them. A lot of companies do close credit cards, especially if you don't use them at least once a year. I try to use mine at least once every 6 months if you want to keep it open. But like if it's like a Jared's credit card, you're not buying jewelry every 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So you can just use that card once a year to go in there and pay for something like a cleaning service to clean your jewelry, something like that. Or buy a case, you know, get some of these jewelry places, you know, sell other things besides just jewelry. That's just an example, but you don't have to, you know, use them a whole lot. Just buy one item that you're probably going to need to buy anyway, and just, you know, pay it maybe for a month or two, pay it off, and then you're good. Okay. So like, for example, I had a Fingerhut account. When I first started building my credit, I had Fingerhut. I had 3 other cards before I had Fingerhut, though. I had 3 other Capital One cards. And so Fingerhut was like, yo, you got to buy something by December 31st, or December, you know, whatever, or they're going to close my card. I let them close the card. I didn't really need it anymore. I have enough cards ready. You know, I have over 120,000 in credit cards. So I didn't really need their like $900, you know, card in order to put on my credit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, take it off. They took it off. My score didn't move like whatsoever. My accounts dropped by 1, but I already have enough accounts for my accounts to be 100% in that algorithm. There's an algorithm to your credit scores, okay? So a lot of people don't know that it's a big algorithm. It's not just oh, keep your balance on 30% on your credit cards and all those myths you hear about what, good credit is. If you want to have excellent credit, keep your utilization up under 10%. If you get it at 9%, 2%, that is perfect. Don't go by that little 30% rule. That's going to give you average credit. Not going to give you excellent credit in that algorithm of score. Okay. Accounts, the total number of accounts you want to have over your whole lifetime of having accounts. This is your whole entire life to be perfect in that range, in that category algorithm of credit is to have 20 accounts. All right. Years of history. You want to have years of history. You want to have an average of 9 years. That's just perfect in that category. 9 or more. Of course, more is better. But 9 is going to get you that score that you want to have in that algorithm. So if you want to go from wherever you are to even an 850, if you have all those things perfectly lined up, then you'll have the score that you want, as well as utilization. I think I talked about that already as well. All right. I'm gonna get to y'all's questions here in 1 second. Okay. So as far as boosting your score is this is a really big thing. You have to keep what's current. You can't let anything go default. I don't care if the credit card company told you, oh, you can pay, you don't have to pay on time. You can pay 30 days. You got 30 days until it becomes late and all that. Don't do that, because at any point in time, they can change their terms of service. And then you're screwed on that real quick. Your whole thing is screwed. Now your whole credit report is messed up just because you didn't understand that they can change the terms of service. So they might have told you one thing. They could have been bought out by another bank. They could have changed their rules. They could have sent you an email that went to your junk mail. They could have sent you something in the mail that you haven't got yet. And now your credit card's already reported and you didn't pay it when it was supposed to be paid on time because you were told that you could pay it, by this date, and now you can't. Okay. So whatever the payment date is, make sure you pay it 2 days before that date. Don't pay it on that day. Pay it 2 days before to make sure it goes through and it clears, because anything can happen. Don't wait to the last minute to pay your credit cards. If you want your score to be good, you got to take your credit so serious. Like, yo, before everybody else get paid, I pay myself. I didn't say credit. I pay myself. You pay yourself. Make sure you're paid, because that's your money. You work hard for your money. Then you can go and, pay other bills. But I would pay, of course, make sure you have some place to live. Okay, very, very important. But then go pay your credit cards. Once you take care of your living situation, your car, pay your credit cards. Don't pay everybody else, light bill, water bill, and all that. A lot of those will be even paid with your credit cards. So if you pay on the credit card, use credit card to pay those bills. That way you can kind of rob people to pay Paul and still build up some points and still not be in any trouble. But in all your bills can be paid that way. All right. Yeah. Let me get into a couple of questions here. Let's see. Quick question. You posted about the Discover Secure card, and I'm interested, but actually have a Discover credit card in the past that has closed. Doesn't matter if you have one that's closed. It just matters if that account was closed in a negative status. Did you owe them some money, or did they close it because you didn't have activity, or did they close it because you had too many accounts, or they felt like you weren't no longer credit worthy and they closed it, and you still have a balance that you didn't pay? So there's different reasons why they can actually close your account. So don't get caught up in that. Do you keep track of the amount of increase created when you're getting someone funding? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I already know what banks pull what credit bureaus based on what state you live in. I know who pulls what. So what I do for funding, if you want credit card funding through me, you pay $150 up front for the application fee. Then you pay 7% on the back end for the credit cards. Once you get the actual money, you pay me based on how much money you got in credit cards. So I do 5, 5, and 5 normally, depending on what your credit looks like. If you haven't got any inquiries removed or something like that, I might do 3, 3, and 3. So if I did 5, 5, and 5, which is what I like to do is my maximum, unless you tell me that you suggest to me you don't mind doing more, you got 5 inquiries on each of all 3 bureaus. Okay, and anybody who's applying for credit cards right now, do not apply for a Capital One card. They will pull all 3 every time you apply. So you're not getting 1 inquiry, you're really getting 3 inquiries, to be technical. Okay. Anyway, so I'll go through my list and I'll apply for these 5 cards that go on that one credit bureau, and so on and so on. That way you're not getting a whole lot of inquiries just on one bureau. Once we're done, I might do 15 applications. Out of those 15 applications, I might get you 9 credit cards. And then those 9 credit cards could be $10,000, $20,000 a piece. And then, once you get those credit cards in your hand, you can take a cash advance if you'd like and pay me my percentage, or you can take it out of your paycheck. It doesn't really matter. That's just how that process works. But no, I'm not going to go crazy with your applications. Let's get some YouTube questions. Relentless, you just hit. Oh, okay, for sure. Let's get it. Let's get it, Relentless. I feel you, bro. Let's go. It's go time. Good day, family. How you doing, Alfred? How you doing? Hey, Jay, what's the phone number again? Ashley just posted that for you. I signed up for your 6-month service. I got you, bro. What's going on, Focus? I see you on both sides. Hey, Jay, thanks for your help. Rick. Oh, yeah, no problem, Rick. I got you, man. Finally took the leap of faith yesterday. Hella hype to get right. Mr. Lewis the Great. Thank you for that, man. I'm hype. I'm always hype. Y'all know I'm hype. I'm eating oatmeal as well, so don't be mad at me either. Okay, I'm not gonna be mad, bro. Don't be mad at me. I'm taking some bites of salmon and pasta, and you can't have none. Okay, don't be jealous over there. What's going on, King Hill? How you doing? All right. More YouTube questions. Jay for president. Hey, right now anything's better than our current POTUS, I swear. Eric Boss, enjoy your meal. What up? Got a refresh today. Score shot up to 742. Hey, 742. I feel you, man. I feel you. Oh, speaking of that, I didn't get into why your score is not important. Sorry. I go off on tangents sometimes. Your score is not important because a lot of y'all out there right now who don't have bad credit, your credit might be 730, 750. I promise you right now that if you're just now starting off with your credit, or you got your credit cleaned up, or you went and got a CPN number because you didn't believe anything I said and you decided to go buy a CPN number anyway, and you got this so-called 750 credit score you can't do crap with. You go apply somewhere, they're going to deny you. Automatic. Or they don't deny you, if it's not a CPN, of course, Social Security number. They're going to give you a $1,000 credit card, $1,000, $2,000, something like that. If that's good enough for you, that's fine. But keep in mind, with a $2,000 credit card, you only want to utilize $200 of it that keeps reporting every month. If you use more than that, then you're killing your score. People tell me all the time like they don't want to have high limit credit cards. And I say you don't have to use the whole limit. You can use it as long as you know how to be responsible, but you don't have to use the whole limit. If you want to spend $2,000, you need a $20K credit card. Automatic. If you want to keep $2,000, you ain't gotta pay it for a year or 2 years. You can just keep it just floating around and not hurt your score. You need a $20K credit card. If you want to have multiple, if you want $10,000, you need to have a total of $100,000 in credit where you can float $10,000 and have it floating for 10, 5, 20 years and pay minimum balance, not even have to worry about it. That's how you can leverage your credit properly and your score still be really, really high and you still have some credit power. Now, the reason why your score is not as important is because there's people out here who have 650s and 680s and they can get better credit cards, better houses than you can for a lot of people, okay? Because they have history. That person with a 680 might have 14 years of history. Now you have 4 months of history because you just started building, or you only have 1 year of history because you just started learning about credit last year, or you only got 2 years of history. Now that person with that 680 now is going out here. They might got just got approved for another $30,000 credit card, and they got a 680 because they got 13 years of history with that 680. And that 680 could have just came from they got a little bit higher utilization, and if they pay that utilization down, they could be at an 820 just by doing that. But you're looking at the overall score they have right now, not understanding they have more power in their score than you have in your 750 score. So the score itself is not what's important. You want to have the score and the power behind the score to back you up. If you don't have this backup, you're not going to get any type of funding. That's why you go somewhere and say, oh, you don't have enough credit. And you're like, what? I got 750 though. I got 730. What you talking about? You go to Verizon and get a cell phone. They say you denied. How am I denied? I looked at my credit today. I got 701. I got 727. That don't matter. You got to have the history to give you the power. It's just like I tell people all the time, you know, who are my color, whether you're my color or not watching this. But if you're my color and you want power, you got to know your history. You got to know where you come from. You have to know something about self. And you got to know about the people who actually brought you to where you are today, you know what I'm saying, as a black man. So if you want power and know how to talk and conversate with people who don't understand what you're going through as a black person, you got to know your history. You got to have history to have power. Same thing goes with credit. You got to have the history for you to have power. AUs do give you power. But you also got to have the primaries in place to get, you know, in order for those AUs to work properly. Now, AUs can work where you can get, you know, a credit card here and there with certain companies. But if you only got a month or 2 months of history, you can still get denied. And so that's why you got to have some primaries that you have established for at least 6 months, at least, preferably 4 years. That's preferably. I'm not saying you can't get it without that, but that's just a preference. If you have an old secured card from 4 years ago, and I give you some AUs right now, man, you can. You probably be hugging me, trying to hug me for. Look, Jay, I'm flying to North Carolina. I want to hug you, bro. Bro, you just got me $75,000 in credit cards, a $10,000 loan, a checking line of credit with $15,000, or calling for $35K. Bro, I love you, bro. I don't know who you are. It's your big nose and your arched eyebrows and that hoodie you wear every day. You know you sweating in, bro, but I still love you. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of, you know, reactions I get from people who actually, you know, think that they're not ahead. Well, I just got the secured card. How many years you got? I've had it for the past 10 years. Only got $100 on it. For real? Bro, we about to get lit. We about to get you some money for real. You about to go past all your peers within 60 days. 60 days, you're going to have more credit cards and you can get approved for a loan. No money down, between 0 and 5% interest on the card we're going to buy for you and everything. You're going to be lit. Okay? And as far as how many primaries you need, preferably as far as the algorithm I'm looking at, it looks like it's about 3 to 4. 3 to 4 primaries is like kind of like the perfect number of primaries you want to have. Of course, the more the better. But you want to have open primaries, not just ones that are closed. Okay? That's why I tell people to get revolving lines of credit. Just don't get a car loan, because once you pay that car off, it's closed. Even if you get a house, a lot of people, you know, have bought houses in the past and they come to me like, Jay, I can't buy nothing because they've already paid the house off. And now you just lost all that leverage. Now, nothing wrong paying your house off, don't get me wrong. That's a fantastic thing to do, to pay your house off. But because you didn't have any credit cards open, then you now don't have any history. You know, you had 30 years on that house. You know, they want to see open lines of credit, preferably revolving lines of credit. Okay? Not saying that having that loan doesn't help you for them looking at it, but they still want to see open lines of credit. You got to have open lines of credit if you want to have credit power. All right? You don't have to worry about getting denied when you go apply for anything because you already know what your scores are. You already know what the power you have in your scores. So there's no reason why you should ever be denied for anything. And you should also know before you even apply that you're going to get approved when you apply for stuff. There should be no doubt in your mind that you're not going to get approved for whatever you're applying for. Now, in my case, when I'm doing funding, I'm applying for like 15 credit cards. I'm not going to get approved for all of them. They're going to see some of them increase. They're going to be like, nah, bro, we can't give you, we know you ran your credit over here like 3 times already. We're not going to give you that card. But for the most part, if I didn't apply at other places already, I know that you're going to get approved when I do your applications. So it's like, you got to have that same confidence. When you walk anywhere, you go to CarMax, I don't care what it is, but if you go to CarMax, make sure you get a pre-approval. Do not have them run your credit. Go to a credit union first and get a pre-approval from there. Have them run your credit one time. at your local credit union. If you don't have a credit union, I will help you get one. Send me a DM or send me a message to my phone number there, and I'll help you get one, okay? But don't have them do it, all right? Is it true that you can't take off inquiries on open accounts? No, that's 100% not true. There's different processes for getting rid of the inquiries. My inquiry process that I have now, I can get rid of any inquiry you have, even if you just got the account yesterday. Doesn't matter when you got the account. You could have just got the account yesterday, and you can still have the account there, but the inquiry won't be there no more. And I do this on a regular basis. All the inquiries you see that I remove them because the client wants me to remove a certain amount, but they can have 0 on their report. Okay. Let's get some more YouTube questions. All right. I'm about to get that conversation in. Okay, cool. You can call my assistant if you're not already on the phone with a client. If not, you send a text message to the same phone number, and I'll put the number on here as well. If anybody here on Instagram wants to give me a call, you can definitely give me a call at this number, just so you know. All right, how you doing? All right, TGI, what's going on, Super Queen? How you doing? Updated them balances, MJC, Oxen, and my Capital One, 30 inquiries blasted off. Hey, let's get it. Hey, you send me some results for them inquiries being removed, bro. Send me some results, man. Send me them result pics. Anyone? Hello, I'm a new subscriber. Max, hey, how you doing, Max? I've had 5 hard inquiries. I want to remove them. How much will that be? It is $50 per inquiry to remove. $50 per inquiry. You can get all those 5 taken off. Just let us know when you're ready. Okay. What's up, Jay? What would you need for the rapid rescore? For the rapid rescore, I would need your you send me a bank statement, a bank statement that you have from the previous reporting, and then you can send me a screenshot of you paying the bill. Whether that's an email where it shows you paid $2,000, or you can send me a screenshot of in the account section where it shows that you made this payment and you paid that card down. Once I get that, I just submit it and we can get you rescored. Okay. Let's see. Navy Federal checking line of credit it's a fantastic thing, OTR. If you can get that, I will get that checking line of credit, bro. That thing is sexy. And I like my credit sexy. Only sexy in lingerie. Get that line of credit if you can with Navy Federal, okay? Hello, Jay. Can you follow up with my wife, Alonda? She paid the consult fee, $25 yesterday. You said within 10 minutes today. Please follow up. Thanks. Robert, that was my assistant. What I will do is send my assistant a message and let her know to follow up with Alana. Let's see. Dom, could you follow up with, make sure I spell the name right. I want your wife to curse me out. Spelling her name wrong. Call woman out her name, boy. You get fussed out. See, it's Robert Smith's wife. All right. Send her a message there, and we'll get you taken care of. If not, I'll call your wife myself. After I got to call Ashley. Then I'll call your wife right after I call Ashley, okay? If he doesn't call, we'll take care of that. Miss Boyd, I have a Capital One card that on my credit for 8 years, and I didn't open the account, but on my credit it says I have 8 years of credit history with this card. Plus the card was open and closed the same day. Wow, that's fantastic. I like that. What's going on, Brenda? How you doing? Too late on the Capital One. I just did that yesterday. Oh man, why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? This is what Dom said, by the way, just so you can see my assistant, what she said I am. I just saw her report. That's for you, bro. So she is going to get in contact with your wife. Easy to obtain 710 credit. I think it's easy. I need credit repair, point to point. You need credit repair. Don't you already have credit repair? Aren't you getting services through me already? I think that's you. Let's see. Cold World. What's going on, family? How you doing? Hopefully y'all doing well. Y'all got to come to the house, man. Y'all got to come hang out at the house. Y'all got to come spend the night. Let mama know. always in the hoodie. Let's see. Curtis Davis, I need $50,000. Capacity of over 20K. Need more details. You trying to get a personal loan or what? Score dropped because of new accounts. How long does it take to recover? Now, your score is not going to drop that much if you're getting a new account, unless your average years of accounts was already very low to begin with. It shouldn't drop that low from a new account. It'll recover in a couple of months as you make payments. I said the best way is, like I said, to keep those balances low. You won't have any problems. If 3 primary is good enough for AUs to work properly, yes. Hey, Jay, solid information, Michael Brown. And if you're just joining us right now, you can definitely ask a credit question. There we go. Okay, that was my assistant right there. Okay. Is inquiry removal important? Inquiry removal can be important. Oh, you with your mom this weekend? Okay, that's cool. We'll get together. Inquiry removal is important if you want to get your credit fixed. If you want to get your if you want to get funding, let me say that. If you want to get funding and you have a lot of inquiries, you're not going to get approved if you got a lot of inquiries. Like, they're automatically not going to give you a credit card just because you have everything else cleaned up, but you got 27 inquiries. I get people who call me all the time. They got 30, 40, 50, even 150 inquiries. And so even if I clean everything off their credit, besides the inquiries, they still couldn't get anything. Because with the credit sweep, that'll get rid of everything, but just not those inquiries. So the inquiries is separate. So if you do that, you have to, if you want to get funding and you have a lot, you need to get those off. Got to. Let's see. Other questions. What if you don't have credit history? Marcus Fair. Marcus, if you want to build up history, you have to open something somewhere. I have lines of credit you can join that you can grab. In my videos, I have you can get some primary lines of credit. I have 4 of them available to help you build some history. But you're not going to be able to get proper funding without history. You can get a card or two, possibly an Amex, you know what I'm saying, just with AUs. You can get a small Amex, possibly, very possibly get a Navy Federal Credit Union account. But other than that, like you got to have some history. You don't have any history, nobody will give you anything. All right, let's see. Hey, Chris Purvis, how you doing? Curtis Davis. I'm sorry, what are good trade lines to build history? I have none on my credit. Yep, Marcus Fair. I have a video that's on that. It's a part of my playlist. I have a playlist on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Click on the playlist for, there's a trade line playlist. So click on that playlist. The first video you see that pops up, that's the one you want to do. That's when you want to actually start watching. The links to the credit lines are in the description. You can see that, okay? Nikita says she is on point too. That's my assistant, Dom. Definitely on point. Hey, I see you finally got a moderator. Yep, I'm on it. I got a moderator now. Let's see. So 120 will get me increase and the derogatory marks deleted. The $79 and 120 a month does everything. It just takes more time to do. Okay. Takes more time to do that. Oh man, you can't be in my video right now. So if you pay a mortgage, it doesn't help. Don't help your credit once the loan closes. It has an effect on your credit, like you can see it, but once the loan closes, it's going to affect your credit negatively. Once it's no longer open and you don't have anything else with that, like you have nothing else open, you don't have any credit cards open like that, it will affect you negatively. Now, when you're buying a mortgage, they can see you had a mortgage before, and that'll help you. But as far as open lines, it's not going to help you. I've closed cards with no balance owed. Will they still count as primaries? I mean, if they're closed, then it doesn't. Like you need open primaries. Closed ones just count towards your accounts numbers that you've had over your years of history of having credit. That'll go to that count, but you need to have a count of open lines of credit. All right. Navy's new secured cards are $200. Correct. You can put $200. You can also put more. You can put more on that credit card too. Okay. You don't have to just put $200 on that. All right. So, anybody else have a question? Anybody else got a credit question? Both of those questions pretty fast. Like that's pretty good. Not usually that fast. I usually got like a whole slew of questions already. You missed a video about Navy Federal. If you want the Navy Federal account, all you got to do is, give them a call and let them know you had somebody in your family who, if you don't have a military affiliation, tell them you have somebody in your family who was in the military, preferably a mother, father, grandmother, or grandfather who is no longer with us. You got to tell a fib, okay? But they cannot prove that. They can't prove it. And so they'll automatically give you an account automatically. Once you get an account with them, you can go and get you a credit card with them if you're ready for that. If you're not, but it's been, and I've seen very little results. Can you work over their work? Honestly, they ain't doing the work. Ain't no work being done, bro. I'll tell you that right now. It's been that long. Ain't no work being done. Not saying, I mean, you're just saying that nothing has happened. They're not doing a sweep for you. They're doing traditional credit repair. Because ain't no way from the 31st, that's the beginning of the year, even if they didn't put everything in until the 5th, you should have had results February. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, let me look at my calendar. Hold on. Look at my calendar here. Hold up. From the 31st, man, that's okay. Let's say it didn't go in until that next week. Let's say it didn't get approved until the 7th. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's been 8 weeks. 8 times 5 is 40. And you haven't seen nothing happen yet? Like, I don't have any client that's been in my system that long to where they've been in for 40 business days and they haven't had at least 1 or 2 bureaus already taken off. Like at the least. Like probably Equifax is probably lagging behind, but TransUnion and Experian should have been done. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, you should have had like 2 whole reports clean, not just one account. Unless you only had 2 accounts on, one of those bureaus, but you should have already been, at least had TransUnion Experian should already be clean. Period. Like the only thing that should maybe be lagging behind is Equifax at this point. You're talking about 40 plus business days. Really like 44, 45, if I'm technically counting You know what I'm saying? But I'm giving that person a whole week to go through, like, you paid on 31st. They went and celebrated on the 31st, got drunk, woke up on January 1st, went out with their family, did some day shopping, some after Christmas shopping, then go back to work until the next week on the 6th. I'm giving them that kind of leeway. So it's actually really already been 44, 45 days from when you paid. But I'm saying that they probably didn't turn it in right then. So it's already been about 40 business days, bro. Now, I've only had 2 accounts removed total, and Experian hasn't even moved at all. Yeah, it's not a good sign. Not a good sign. Just being 100 with you, that's just not a good sign. All right. Let's see. YouTube question. Got approved for Navy Federal yesterday. Rodney, what's up? You got approved for a credit card, or you just got approved for the checking and savings account? Hey, Jay, on business credit, I have a, excuse me, you got an 80 Paydex. Hey, fantastic, bro. Salute, 80 Paydex. And a 73 on Experian Business. Fantastic. We can get it above that 80, though. 4 trades reporting on each. No PG on anything. Season 2 years. Can you give me a pointer on taking things to the next level? Let's see. I should give him a call. This is a great assistant soon. Yeah, so I can help you get funding if you're ready. I can go ahead and go through my banks. I have banking partners already for business funding, and I can just go through them because you already have a 80 Paydex score. I can still go ahead and look up and see what funding I can get with you, what interest I can get for you as well, come back with some deals for you and tell you, you know, you can say, I accept this deal or I don't accept this deal, you know. He said, I'm not ready. All right. Not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem. Let's see. Credit card score is 575. I'm sorry. Your credit card score is 575? Or are you saying you got a credit card and they gave you 575? I'm confused, Rodney. Give me some clarity. You got a checking account or you got a credit card? Or you just tell me what your credit score was when you applied for a checking account? Okay. What vendor to diversify your business credit? Can you do a video? How you get an 80 Paydex? That's what I do. I build credit profiles. You know, once my game changes, when I say that, once the game changes where I'm able to do 80 plus Paydex in a fast amount of time, like when I say fast, I mean like 45 days type fast. Once I'm able to build it like that, because I'm the kind of person where I don't look at, you know, just, oh, well, you can't do that. Like, nah, it can be done. Once I figure out how to expedite the service, I will make a video, tell people how to build it themselves. Right now, for building it, that building process, something that I personally do, proprietary information as far as me building it. You can find different Google, you can find different blogs on how to build business credit yourself. You can even ask people in a group if you like. You know, y'all can chat together as well about that. Have no problem with that. But as far as for me to do it, you definitely have to pay for my time on that, because not like a little one thing answer. It's a whole plethora of things you have to kind of do that people are not willing to just sit here and wait for. I'll be on here for another 2 hours. Just getting that. And I also cut my own head off as far as financing. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one of my things that I got that I kind of got to keep up here. But great question though. I see you, Relentless. I got approved for the credit card with a credit score of 575. Okay, fantastic. That's all I want to make sure. Now, what credit card did you get, Rodney? And where's my screenshot, brother? I need a screenshot. Text that screenshot to my phone number. I need a screenshot of your credit card approvals. I need all them screenshots. I don't care if it's $500. I need to see that screenshot. I need all proof. Send that text message. How do you get a Navy account? Call Navy 18. I don't know the number. I'm about to say it like I knew it by heart. I don't. Call Navy. Tell them that you had you have deceased parent, grandparent who was also in the armed forces who passed away, and you got to tell that fib if you want to get the card. If you don't have any military affiliation, you got to do that. So just the 80 plus Paydex, you can get someone funding for a business. Yep, sure can. Yep. That's what I need. If you got 90, even better, but 80 will work. Let's see. I bought the AUs yesterday. Everything went good with the payment. I was trying to send the payment back, and then it told me that it was going to go through. It was going to take like 2 business days or something for it to go through. So I was going to wait and see if that actually happened. You know what I'm saying? If not, then I'll just refund it to you on Monday if it doesn't go through. So we'll see. All right, I'm thinking of going for that credit sweep. What's the difference in prices? The price is based on, as far as a credit sweep, the price. Oh, yeah, no PG, bro. I don't need a PG for that. The prices are based on, if it's PG, there'll be no point. You can get a business credit card without that. But, sorry, back to the sweep. The prices on the sweeps are based on how many accounts you have, total number of accounts. It's also based on the amount of debt you have on those accounts. And it's also based on what type of accounts. So if somebody else has a repo and you have a student loan and another person has nothing but a collection, there'll be 3 different payments. Somebody has 17 accounts, you have 5, they have 43 different amounts you got to pay for that. So it's not a one set for all. It is a case-by-case basis on your credit sweep. It does take 45 business days to do a credit sweep in its totality. Normally it's quicker, but I say 45 business days so you don't blow my phone up talking about where my results at for all of my credit. You know what I'm saying? But you should see results pretty quickly, at least with Experian or TransUnion really fast. Can you remove bankruptcies? Absolutely. I can remove anything. The account can be open. You can take the account off. If you don't want the debt, because you got an account, you don't want to see that debt no more, it might be hurting you from buying a house, that can come off completely. You got 17 late payments on that open account, you don't want it on your credit report no more, it'll come off. I'll take it right off. Just know you're going to lose all that history for whatever that open account is. Student loans, off. Whatever, it doesn't matter, it's coming off. There's nothing that cannot come off your credit. Cooperman, how you doing? Welcome back. Thank you for joining again. I saw you up here yesterday. Let's see. You got the Go Rewards Visa. Hey, you went hard in the paint. I got that card. Oh, that's in the card. I got that card too. Yep. If you choose a credit sweep, how many accounts with all 3 bureaus? Example, 5 accounts or what to meet the $800? Okay, so you can have 5 accounts that report to all 3 bureaus, which is the same 5 accounts. There might be other different names. Sometimes they're under different names, but the account number is the same. You're not being charged for, okay, you got 5 accounts and the same 5 accounts are on Equifax, so that's 10. No, you're only being charged for 5. It's the same exact account on the other bureaus that you're not paying any extra for that. That's why you definitely want to get an assessment if you don't already know how to do it. It's my assistant. All right, Mr. Gilmore, you called my assistant and you want business funding. I'll give you a call here, okay? I got to call 2 people first, then I'll give you a call. Can you speak on Amex and their random financial reviews after they extend your credit? What do you mean? Have they reviewed your credit and demoted you or closed your account for some reason? Because they'll do a financial review just to see where you're at. But I have 3 Amexes with them, and they've never called me or messaged me or nothing like that about anything wrong, or haven't got any alerts about it whatsoever. So has that been something that you've done to where it negatively affects you as far as a review? Did they close your account? Give me some more information on that, Cooperman. You said they closed it. You exaggerated your annual income. All right. So you couldn't prove your income that you put on there. See, if you ever had a problem with proving your income, I've never had anybody close my account for income purposes. One people who closed my account was Fingerhut, because I didn't want an account no more. And Lowe's closed my account just because my score dropped. Wow, they wanted a 4506T? Wow. Oh, yeah. What you got to do, brother, you got to get some connections. Luckily, you know who I am. Or at least now you do. Anytime you need to prove income, hit me up. I'll give you proof of income. You need income proof? It's going to cost you. It ain't free. I'll give you some income proof. Tell me what you want is as income, and I'll make it happen. Don't ask me how. That don't matter. What matters is you want to get income verification. You want to buy a car and your income is terrible? Send me some pay stubs. Tell me how much money you want it to show, and I'll take care of it. Yeah, I can do that too. Oh, you don't know I'm the tax man too. You don't know that. Yes, I'm the tax guy. I'm credit, but I was tax educated before I was credit educated. But get on some of my YouTubes, you'll definitely see that as well. Let's see. Jay Roberts, what's up, Jay? I really need help with these crazy portfolio recovery people. Can you help with that? Yo, portfolio recovery, man, they get sued like no other. Now, I mentioned this before, but I haven't mentioned it in a while, so I'm mentioning it again. Send me a message, Cooper, man. We'll talk about that. It said, don't ask me how. Yep. So y'all need to get, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give you the app you need to get, and you can get other apps like this as well. This is what you need to get. Okay. This app right here, this is called Tape-A-Call. Okay. For Tape-A-Call, what you can do with Tape-A-Call, anytime a collection agency calls you, you need to tell them to hold on 1 second, go to your Tape-A-Call, hit this button. It'll say call now. You call it. And when you do call it, it's going to beep. When it beeps, that's why you know it's recording. And you then merge the calls in and you record them on the phone. Okay? You want to record them on the phone because they're now harassing you. I'm going to show you how you can actually sue them and make money. Okay? You can sue collection agencies for abuse. All right? If you need help with the suing, I'll help you with that too. So, record a phone call. Let them know on the phone, hey, I say, hey, this is such and such a portfolio recovery services. How can I help you? Or they say, oh, well, you know, you got a debt of $5,000. How do you wish to resolve this issue? And you say, verbatim, you say this. What is it? I'm sorry, say it verbatim. Make sure you have it verbatim. I dispute the debt, and I only want communication in writing. They're going to say, well, sir, this and this and this, or ma'am, and this and this. I dispute the debt, and I only want communication in writing. Got that recorded. What's your name, sir? What's your account name? What's your number, PIN, whatever? What's your desk number? Who is your supervisor? What company you with? Have them repeat all that over the phone. And then you record it. And say, okay, well, you're wasting my time. Reclaiming my time. All right, bye. And hang up. Now, once I hang up the phone, because I was recording that, okay, it's going to be an alert. And then my Instagram just stopped. I'm gonna keep going. Do another one. People can watch it. All right. So this is a conclusion from the first one. If you haven't watched the first one yet, go watch the first one. Okay. Welcome back. All right. So welcome back. So you get an alert on your phone that you had this recording. That alert and that whole recording is saved in the cloud. It's not saved on your phone. You can access it from your phone, but it's saved in the cloud. Now, if they call you back after you've already told them, it's recorded. It has a recording. It has a date and a timestamp when you told them that you only wanted communication in writing. If they call you back after that, they are violating the debt collection laws. And so now you can actually, Heidi, how you doing? So now you can actually sue them for abuse. If they called your mom, they called your sister's phone, they called your work phone, and all, oh my God, you talking about money. Because now you can account for every time that person called you, because even if they don't have the recorder app, you already recorded it, and they have all these missed calls, and they got the actual time when they've been on these phone calls with these people about when they keep calling them back, when you already told the collection agencies that you only wanted communication in writing. Okay, so as your right as a person, if you want to stop collection calls, let them know that you dispute all the debts. No matter it don't matter. I dispute the debt, and I only want you to communicate with me in writing. You got my address. That's all I want is letters. We'll talk back and forth through letters only. Don't call my freaking phone no more. If they do that, they are abusing you. Every phone call you can get anywhere between $300 and $1,000 for every time they call your phone. After that, make sure you record it. If they call your personal phone, record every conversation. Hey, Jim, what's your name? What's your account number? What's your employee ID number? Who's your supervisor? Have to repeat all that on the phone. Yes. So I already told the last person that called me yesterday, day before that I only want communication in writing, and I dispute the debt. So why are you calling me again? Now, if they curse at you, that's more money. They curse at you, ooh, boy, you about to get paid if they curse you. If any collection person curses at you, you about to make some money. Oh, my God. You about to get paid. And see, the beautiful thing is they're going to settle with you out of court. And it's usually within 8 weeks. They don't write you a check because they don't want nothing to get out in the news about their company like that. They're going to give you a check. Yes, I do check systems as well, Cooper, man. $700 to get out of check systems. It takes 45 business days. Okay? But they're going to send you a check. They will send you a check. And the check will be lovely depending upon how many laws they violated. Now, if you don't know what the Fair Debt Collection Act says, they can send you a check, and that check may not be enough money based on how many violations they made based on that report. So you can get that check and not take it and get more money if they give you some more abuse. I know people right now watching this, you're getting collection calls right now, and you have no idea that you can sue them for calling you so much. You can sue them. Answer that phone call. I pay $20 a year for that app I just showed you. I get unlimited recordings. Take $20 or $10, whatever your recorder app costs. Just tell them, like I said, they call you. Hold on, please. Hit that button, hit that app. Hit that record button, record them. Free bands right there. I remember when I learned this, I still had one collection on my credit. And this company called me I recorded them. And I was waiting. I was like, oh, I hope them ninjas call me back. I was like, man, please call me back. Please call her brother back. I remember because I was actually out of town. I was in New Jersey at the time. I was in New Jersey. I was at a hotel, and I recorded them because they called me when I was at the hotel. I walked outside in the parking lot of the hotel. It was a Hilton. I walked outside, walked around in a circle, and I recorded them the whole time talking to me. I remember. And so I was waiting for them to call me back the same day. I want them to call me back. I was like, man, y'all got it. But they never called me. Collection calls just stopped. So one or two things can happen for you. They call you, you tell them the information, that stops your calls. Or they call you, you tell them what I just told you, and they keep calling you back. Now you're making some money. Either way, you good. Either way, you're good. But when you ignore the phone call, if they call you and you hit the ignore button, you're actually admitting to the debt. They actually hope they call you and you don't answer the phone. If they call you, you don't answer the phone, they can put it on your credit report without your signature, nothing. That's how a lot of those collections pop up on your credit. You know how they got there? That's because that they posted them because they tried to call you and you didn't answer the phone. They left you voicemails and you didn't call them back. So by law, because you didn't respond, that means it's right. And so they post on your credit. So by you not answering the phone, you're actually hurting yourself. So you need to answer the phone. When they call you, answer the phone. And just know, if anything pops off, you can make some money. All right. Hey, Jay, will you ever show us how to get business funding on our own? You can get business funding right now. You can go get a PG and sign for business and get business funding today. You ain't got to have an LLC to get a business credit card. You can apply for a business credit card right now. If your credit's good, you can go get a credit card that says business on it. It's easy to get a business account and get, it's easy to get a business loan. You can get a business loan if you just want to get, as long as your business is making money already and you got deposits on your account right now, you can get a business loan based on how many deposits you got. They'll give you a loan based on that. It's easy to get money. What's not easy is getting proper funding and having it without a PG and getting a lot of money and then coming back in 6 months and getting a whole lot more money. That's what's not easy. But a lot of folks are not willing to pay the money that it costs to do that. A lot of people aren't even prepared for that. So people tell me all the time about they're ready to get business funding. I say, no, you're not. I don't say that to be funny. I say that to say, once I go through a couple of bars of information and I say, are you ready for this? They say no. You ready for this? They say no. Because there is a financial obligation you have to pay, not just me. You have to put money towards other things that help your business. And so if your business is not even generating income, you're not ready to do certain things. Or if your job doesn't pay you enough money to take care of all your bills and for you to live comfortably and for you to live, spend money on some little extra stuff, then you're not ready. This ain't your time. I just try to be, serious. How much to learn the game from you? I get that question a lot as well. Depends on what game you're talking about. You send me a message, send me a DM, and we'll talk. Okay? Let's see. Should I wait till my current repair is done or start with you immediately? Pacino, I would tell you, let me make sure I didn't miss something that you wrote earlier here. Hold on. My score dropped because of new accounts. Yeah, I talked about that already with you. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know what your current process is. You can give us a call. We can talk about what you're doing, kind of like who you paid or what service you're going through. and I'll let you know if I get interrupted or if I need that to be done first before doing it. But for the most part, I don't need their permission. I don't need them to stop, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. But I still want to double check to see what process they're going through for your credit. And I can tell you if that's going to hold me up or not. How much is their CEO package, CFO packages? Once I get you to clean my credit account, since I'm 31, I would like to go ahead, get ahead of the game since I wouldn't have no history after the repair package. Carissa, if you're not going to have any history, like at all, you definitely need to start establishing credit now with those primary lines that I mentioned or a secured card. You don't want to wait until your credit is fixed to start establishing credit. Establish credit now. That way when your credit is fixed, you already have a month, 2 months, 6 months, whatever built up in that time frame. All right? So you don't want to wait for that. Let's see. But as far as the cost of the CEO and CFO packages, they're on my website at rtigroupconsulting.com/trade lines. And so for those who don't know my site here, if you do want to look at any trade lines, I'm going to put that here on Instagram as well. Just getting this in place here so y'all can see this. If you do want to go to that site and look at the trade line packages for AUs, you can definitely look at those. But make sure I don't have any typos. All right. Okay, so that's the website if you do want to look at the trade line packages as well. Relentlessly, I told the rep, hold on, recording this call. Then I said, do not call this number again, and the collection call stopped from recovery. See? Said, thanks, I'll call when I get off. Fantastic. What up? What's up? What's up? How you doing, Kareem? What's going on, man? Yeah, I have a whole collection. And so since all of you, I think this is my second time doing a live for you all. Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show both of y'all something. I got the see right there, can y'all see each other? Say hi. Say hi, YouTube. Okay. So I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Hey, let's go for a walk. All right. And so yeah. I'll show y'all a little something here. How we doing? Everybody doing good? Don't worry. All right, so get this stuff out the way. There we go. All right, I get a new bag. It says bag season, you know. Let's say it's bag season or stuff. So I got another bag. Let's see. That's what they say, right? Bag season. It says bag season. So got bags. Got a lot of bags up there too. But anyway, so I'm gonna show them first real quick. So yeah, as far as the frame collections, I got different flavors. I love my frames. It's not like my first time wearing frames. Oh, sorry, those got glasses in them right there. Little frames there. Got some there. My sophisticated look there. And I might actually change my blue ones currently to some of the brown ones right here, you know. I get my brown ones. You know, there we go. So yeah, now I got my little look going on right there. You know what I'm saying? No lenses. I'm also selling my hoodies as well. Credit is Queen to a Cash King. I got my Credit is Queen shirts as well. for you all. You know, the credit is queen. Y'all see those on the website. Those are coming to the website right now. Just doing a lot of test runs with those. But yeah, I guess I should have did like this. So I got my frames out here, man. I'm ready. I got frames to match my outfits. You know, a couple of things. I'm still organizing my little closet here. But I love my frames, man. I love my frames. Don't y'all be hating out there on my frames, okay? Don't do that. Not a good look. Not a good look. But a good look for me. All right, so hopefully everyone enjoyed information. Let me get this down here. Yep, there we go. There we go. Make sure y'all can see me. I gotta have this right side up there. All right, all right. So hopefully y'all enjoyed everything. See if I got any other questions here. I don't miss any questions. What about early warning? Also, what's checking account repair process like? Early warning. I haven't done any testing on early warning yet, so I'm not 100% sure about early warning. I'll have to get into that process first. I have to do some tests first before that. Okay. Let's see. Do you have trade line packages? Oh man, you missed the whole conversation. Where you been at, Marcus? Where you been at? I definitely do have it. It is RTI Group Consulting. For you. .com / trade lines. Okay, that's where you go. You can copy and paste that, and it's not a hyperlink, but you can copy and paste that. All right. What's up, Jay? I signed up for the credit repair last week. Can't wait for the process to start. I got my new Navy account open. Got some low limit cards going on. Got some AUs going on. You own it, baby. You own it. You're on top of things right now. You're all over it. I know everybody's like the hardest part is just being patient and waiting for the process to work. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't usually take a long time. I don't think I've had anybody where it took an excessive amount of time for their service. Ice Coolin', what up? What up? How you doing? Streaming here on YouTube and on Instagram at the same time. Let's see. There we go. There we go. All right. Anybody else have any questions? Anybody have any credit questions you're not ashamed to ask? Keep in mind this is about your credit. Keep in mind that people, if they're seeing your name, they don't know you, and you know what I'm saying, you're doing this for your credit. So if you have any credit questions, please ask those questions now. I don't want to miss anybody's questions. Deshaun Wilson, I signed up with the Privacy Guard and I have 30 inquiries. How much would that cost to get removed? It is $50 per inquiry. That just makes it very simple for you to add up. For you, that'll be $1,500 if you're trying to get all those cleared up off of your report. Damien, which Navy card is the best? That's debatable. I like the flagship card, but you can get more than one card. You can get 3 cards with Navy. You know, get your first card set up. You need my help? Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's hit me up, man. You can get your first card, second card, third card. You can just spread them out between some months, but you can get a total of 3 cards with Navy. So if your credit is already fantastic, you know, you can get the flagship card. This is the one I like. I like the fact that they give you that that little free bypass at the airport, you know, and they refund the money I spend on it. So that's pretty cool. And I like the reward cash back or reward points, I'm sorry, that I turn into cash. Okay. So you have a lot. You have medical and then you have a repo. All right. That medical and repo, you can get that off. with my credit sweep service, or you can get that off with the traditional repair service. It really just depends on how much time do you have. If you have enough time, you can get it done. All right, and I'm going to motivate back downstairs. Elevate, elevate. This a life bid we can never separate. All right. Oh, man. This is fun. I have auto primaries and business primaries. Word, that's what's up, man. He said, OMG, you're going to be showing off your luxury collection of planes and... Oh, man. Oh, coming soon, man. Coming soon. I don't do a lot. I just like to have fun, man. Show something different, you know, from a live that people probably don't show you. Okay. So see, I have a personal loan, credit card, and a refinance on my car. Sorry. My score dropped about 15 points all within 1 month. How long for my score to rebound? Oh, that's nothing. 15 points. That ain't no point drop. That's nothing. That's small potatoes, man. Your score will be going up every month. Level Up Carter. What all services do I provide? Oh, man. I got to list them? Okay. Credit repair, credit sweeps, inquiry removals, fast inquiry removals. Should call my inquiry bomb. Help people establish their credit through primaries, sell AU packages, do rapid rescoring. You're talking about just credit, right? Okay. I'm trying to think. I do business credit. I do personal funding for personal loans. I do credit card funding. Oh man, I do a lot. I mean, the only thing I don't do is CPNs, which I don't want to do. What's going on? Let's see. How long do you have to wait to get all 3 cards from Navy? I know there's a set time. I haven't looked into that time. I just called them and said how many cards I can get. Right now I have 2. I have the Go Rewards Visa and I have the Flagship Visa. So, but I say, hey, can I get another one? So yeah, you can have up to 3 cards. I said, oh, okay. But I would space them out. I got my second card about 5 months after my first card, by the way. Do you do funding auto conversions? Nope, I don't do auto conversions. How much you charge to do personal funding? $150 for the application. Then it's 4% on the back end once you get funded. Let's see. So Navy asks for a copy of my ID in the bill. Does that mean I am maybe approved for an account? Yes, that's what that means. You are approved for an account. So you have to send them proof of your address and your identity. That's why they need that. How to clean up on repo and medical. The personal funding, we do an evaluation of your credit. You can call to get an evaluation if you like. If you don't want an evaluation, then there's no guarantees on what you can get in funding because we don't know what your credit looks like. We're going by what you say. How to clean up repo and medical. Medical is pretty easy. The repo is what's going to give you the headache. You just got to be able to be diligent in your process. If you're doing it yourself, you have to be diligent in your letters, and also knowing that you have to escalate letters. You can't send the same exact letter every month trying to get things off your credit. You got to send one letter and then escalate your services as far as escalating your letters as far as information. So if you don't already have it, you should go get the FCRA book. That way you know the laws of credit. And you should also stop sending in letters that are typed up. You should write your own letters. Write letters by hand, your own handwriting. Don't use white paper. Use like a yellow, blue paper, or use a different color ink. Don't use black or blue. Use different color ink. That way, it just doesn't get thrown in the pile for a computer to read, and a physical person will have to open it and actually go through your case if you want it to reach a real person, which I'm sure you do because you want to be able to get off. Going through the computer system, more than likely, you won't get it off. Yep, and I'm eating. All right. The Gay Rapist. That's a great name. There's a guy on YouTube called The Gay Rapist. He says, credit is just like owing money, pointless. Never go credit. What's your EBT balance? That's what The Gay Rapist said. See, this is one of the people online that you have to deal with when you're a black man doing something that, you know, people need. You get the racist comments like, what's your EBT balance? Hey, I wish I had an EBT card. Man, my refrigerator would be lit right now. Anybody selling food stamps? Y'all selling food stamps out there? Anybody selling food stamps? People have that much time on their hands. Nope, I do not sell primaries with history. I do have primaries, John Escobar. I do have primaries you can get that don't have history, but don't run your credit and don't give you an inquiry. You know? He said, blame the whites over your laziness. I never said the guy was white. I guess I know he's white now. Yeah, he doesn't know that though. So you can't, it's not important to educate people who are idiots. You know, it's just gonna go in one ear and out the other. He doesn't know there's more people on welfare and on food stamps than white people are. There's a whole big population of white people who are on that, not just him. Have you ever heard of rent reporters and does it work? Never heard of them. Don't need them for funding. I've seen them work for people at TransUnion, but I personally just don't endorse them. There's other ways to get things reported. A lot of those rent reporters only report to one bureau, sometimes two. Brandon, what's up, B? What going on? Trying to educate people, man. They're not ready for the education. They like being slow. Yep, whites has the highest percentage rate of whites having food stamps of people in period. Boy, things get racial real quick, don't it? Can't be black and do nothing these days. I need to sign up for your services. Definitely send me a DM. You can also give me a phone call here at my number, and I'll put this out here for you. You can also text this number if you like. Okay. I won't answer right this second. My assistant will answer because that's what I have an assistant for. You know. BM has been sent. All right, fantastic. I'm gonna get to you. Don't even worry about it. Oh man. It's funny. It's funny to me. It's funny to me when I see ignorance. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. That's why I didn't even block them. There's no point in I don't even, keep the hate coming. The hate brings blessings, brother. No games. Gotta get this whole gallon of water down for today. Trying to anyway. You said go up and read. I ask. I told you. I said nothing about setting up no payments, brother. You asked me how to clean it up. You don't set up no payments. Don't set up payments for nothing. All right. Oh, man. I love it. What's the best store credit card to build report to the 3 bureaus? The best store credit cards? Best store credit cards. That's a good question. I don't know if they're going to help you because it's going to depend on your score just like anything else. I like the Best Buy card just because you actually have benefits to it because it's actually a Visa card and not just a store card. There are a lot of store cards out there. You can get a JCPenney card, but like I said, I like the Best Buy one just because it has a Visa connection, not just a, regular store card. But don't get caught up in that whole 10% off when you apply. If you apply now, you get 10% off your purchase. Don't even worried about that. So, don't even worry about that. It's funny. What's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's see what time is it? 3:16. We're here for an hour and 30 minutes. Fantastic. Oh, man. Let's see. That's right, Brandon. That's right. That's right. But does anybody else have a question? Anybody else have a question? Everybody should have my number by now. You can hit me up if you want to get any services. The best credit cards for high limits. High limits. If your credit is good, fantastic. Navy, Federal, PenFed. For and what I mean by high limits, I'm talking about $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 type limits. That's what I mean. You're talking about just 10,000. I mean, I can name everybody. Discover, Amex, everybody can give you over 10,000. 15,000, stuff like that. But if you want more than 20,000, those are the two I would start with.
because they're going to give you some real big limits. I wouldn't start with a Chase. Everybody wants to say they want to get a Chase card. Chase is not the best credit card out there. I promise you that. And, you have to go through too many hoops to keep the card if you're trying to keep the card. And there's so many other benefits, other cards. I still have Discover as my #1 credit card in my wallet, period. I don't care what nobody says. Discover is the best card. And you can get high limits with them too. All right, Damien Sturt event. Let's see. Repo. All right. Open account. Collection account. Open credit card. Do you want to get rid of the open credit card? Have a great weekend. Oh, you too. You too. Let's see. So you got that repo. That repo is a special item. And so you got the collection account. That's regular and all that. So 6,500. So you want to get rid of all that. You want to close all of that down. That's fine. I just want to make sure that we're clear. Okay, so let me give you a price based on what you just gave me. Let's give you a price right now. Let's see, $6,500 repo, $3,500, $433, $700. Okay, so then that's that percentage. And then plus your special item, you're looking at $1,800. $1,800, Damien. And that'll be off in 45 business days. Credit score range for Discover. Credit score range for Discover. 680. Want to have a 680 plus if you want to get Discover, preferably. You want a really good high limit, of course, 750 is good as well. If you have a credit question, you definitely ask your question. If not, I'm about to be off of here so I can get out y'all way so y'all can enjoy y'all weekend. Don't turn up too hard. Don't spend too much money. Make some investments. Be good. Try to be good. Try to be bad in a good way. But this is J Knows Credit signing out. You have a great weekend.